A person in a conflict zone has exactly one of two legal statuses, combatant or civilian. That single distinction is the foundation everything else is built on. Not a list of separate rules, a system. Status determines what protections apply. Those protections create binding obligations on whoever holds power over that person. Four principles generate the whole structure: humanity, distinction, proportionality, necessity. Every rule that follows is one of these principles applied to a specific situation. There are four conventions from 1949. Each one takes the same status logic and applies it to a different category of person. Convention 1 covers wounded and sick soldiers on land. Medical personnel and facilities are protected. They can't be targeted. Care must be given without discrimination between sides. Convention 2 extends that same logic to sea. Wounded, sick, and shipwrecked members of armed forces. Hospital ships get the same inviolability medical units get on land. Convention 3 covers prisoners of war. Capture changes status. A combatant becomes a prisoner, entitled to humane treatment at all times. Food, shelter, and medical care equal to what the capturing force gives its own troops. Interrogation is limited to name, rank, and serial number. Convention 4 covers civilians, including people living under occupation. An occupying power can't deport them, can't force labor on them, can't punish a population collectively for one person's actions. 3 articles run underneath all 4 conventions. Common Article 1 obligates states to respect and ensure respect for the conventions, not just in their own conduct, but in influencing others. Common Article 2 triggers the full system in wars between states. Common Article 3 is the exception, a bare minimum floor of protections for conflicts that aren't between states at all. Civil wars, internal conflicts. That's the original scope problem. The 1949 system was built almost entirely for interstate war. Internal conflict got one clause. 2 protocols patched that gap in 1977. Protocol 1 expanded protections in international conflicts and extended coverage to wars fought against colonial rule, occupation, and racist regimes. Protocol 2 did what Common Article 3 never did: detailed protections specifically for people caught in internal civil conflicts. A third protocol, in 2005, solved a narrower problem. The Red Cross and Red Crescent both carry religious associations some states objected to, so a new emblem was created with no religious or national meaning: the red crystal. Here's the asymmetry worth sitting with. All 4 original conventions have near universal ratification, 196 states. The protocols don't. The United States signed Protocols 1 and 2 in 1977 and has never ratified either. Now the enforcement question, because this is where the system is tested. Say a state tortures a prisoner of war. That's a grave breach, a war crime. The conventions require every state to find and prosecute anyone responsible, regardless of nationality. Universal jurisdiction. On paper, nowhere to hide. In practice, the states responsible for prosecuting grave breaches are the same states capable of committing them. When it's your own government, your own military, you are both the accused and the gatekeeper. There's no outside enforcer built into the design. Legal scholars reviewing the ICRC's own 2025 update to its commentary describe a long-standing ICRC position on this: that the real obstacle was never gaps in the rules, it's failures of good faith compliance. So when you hear about a Geneva Convention violation, you're not hearing about a loophole in the text. You're hearing about a system built to police itself, tested at the exact moment it was designed to fail.